Hey guys, Dave with Heimdall. Today we're going to do an install video for the index clutch lever. This clutch lever is for the Brembo master cylinders on whatever bike. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure that your bike is warmed up. If the bike is cold, the clutch will not be able to be adjusted appropriately, and you're going to have to adjust it when you're back out on the trail. So get it nice and warm and then do the adjustment. All right, starting out, we're going to remove the stock lever here. Oops. Need a little more. Just be careful not to lose your spring. Okay, so we've got the spring. There is a bushing that comes installed right here on the stock lever. We are going to keep that and reuse it. And then the last thing we need to do is we're going to pull out this little plunger that came with the stock lever. It may be a little harder to pull out than that because there's a rubber covering that will be snapped in right there. You'll just go ahead and pop it out. And then with the index lever, we're going to install this bushing. You can install it from the top, but I actually prefer installing it from the bottom. And then you just got to be a little bit careful not to drop it as you're installing this into your master cylinder. So the plunger for our lever is pre-installed. Just try and slide that in straight in, and you can tell if it doesn't somewhat align with the hole, then you're probably not in the right position inside of the cylinder there. And then drop the bolt down and tighten. And guys, on these perch bolts here, I never over tighten these. I think that you just need to get them nice and snug and don't go crazy with them. All right, let's move on to adjustment. Okay, now we're going to adjust the clutch lever. Make sure that you've warmed up your bike sufficiently so that it is kind of like in riding condition. So this little brass pivot block, it houses what we call the plunger, which we removed from the stock clutch lever, but now it's attached to this little bolt. So I recommend backing this out to begin with, because you're going to find a point where it doesn't work for you, and then we're going to go to the point where it does work. So I've backed this out a little bit. Make sure the bike is in neutral and give it a start. Now I'm going to hold the front brake so the bike doesn't pull away from me, and shift down. And when I let go of the front brake, the bike is lurching forward. I can't really back it up. Okay, so we've confirmed right there that we've backed out enough that is to a place where we don't want to be. So now be methodical in your ways here and choose to tighten this a certain number of turns and test it again. So I'm going to go one full turn because I know that was kind of a lot. And then repeat the test. Okay, the bike stands still. For me, that's where I actually want it. And so then the next part that we're going to adjust is this outer bolt. If we pull this in, you can gain access to this. So what we want to see is a little bit of slop in here, some free play. And if you don't have free play, you're going to want to screw this bolt in to get to that amount of free play, and then we start backing it back out. Our point here is to soak up all of the remaining free play, but not even any extra. If I go out too far with this, I'm going to do it. If I go out too far with this, the lever does start getting closer to the bar, which might feel nice, but you're gonna start to slip your clutch at the top end of the clutch. So you wanna basically just soak up only the free play, and you test your free play by just doing this right here until you get it. Perfect. Okay, thanks guys.